Hello there and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing really well today, and I hope that you enjoy the video ahead. So today we're going to be trying out some of the makeup products that I got from AliExpress that I featured in my recent AliExpress haul. The products that we're going to be trying out today are the Here's to Beauty Naked Highlight. This is in the shade Celestial, which is the lightest of the 4 shades, and today I'm going to be using this as an all-over face illuminator. Okay, so the next product I actually didn't include in the recent haul, but I've had this product for absolutely ages, and I just thought if I don't try it now, it's going to go out of date. This is a foundation. It's by the Fira brand. It's called the Natural Look Foundation. Apparently it's full coverage but buildable. It's velvety, matte, oil-free, lightweight, flawless, and it has an SPF 25 in it. This is in the shade Nude, and I know the shade is not going to be correct. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. It won't be correct. Okay, so we next have a chunky lip pencil by the Ason brand. I'm going to be using this on my lips. And the final product we're going to be trying out today is by O2O. And this is a 3-in-1, a trifecta product. It's called Pick Me. It's a cream, blush, lip balm, or they say it could be like an eye product, like a cream eye product. I'm not going to be using it on my eyes today. No way, sir. So I'm going to be using that as a blush, and I'll probably put some on my lips, but probably not actually because I've already got a lip product. But anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get right into this. Okay, so we're going to begin with the Here's to Beauty Illuminator. I'm going to give her a little shake. So she is cruelty-free. She cost £3.28, and as I said, she is available in 4 different shades, and this is the lightest shade. So I have tried one of these before, but I believe that I got a deeper shade, like more of a champagne, whereas this one is just a little bit lighter, and it definitely has more of that kind of silvery, kind of pearly kind of look to it. So I think that this one would definitely be the one to go for if you've got fair skin. So I'm just going to pop this all over my face. I love a liquid illuminator. On no makeup days, I just will wear a liquid illuminator. I wear one by L'Oreal called the Glow Sherry. Honestly, I've repurchased that product so many times because I use it almost every day. If you've not got any foundation on, it's just really good just for giving you a boost. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, this one definitely is it's very glowy. A little bit on the do I look kind of greasy side. It feels kind of greasy. I feel like it's just kind of being packed full of oil. Whereas my Glow Cherie Illuminator, that does not feel oily at all. Whereas this one just feels a bit a bit kind of slimy going on. And I just feel like this is definitely going to break me out. If you're prone to breakouts, I definitely think that this would be a dangerous product, but I think now that I've kind of massaged it all in, I think it actually looks really nice, and I've got a feeling that it will act as a really good primer for the foundation because it has a very tacky feel on the skin. I'm going to just pop some on the forehead, but I have realised that you only need a tiny amount. I definitely went in with a little too much of a generous portion, so that's how it looks, non-massaged in. So I'm just going to massage. I've used too much again. Oh my gosh, that might be why it feels so oily, maybe because I just used too much, or maybe I'm just making excuses for this product. I mean, I would say that I'm very well versed in liquid illuminators, and this one definitely feels very oily, and it looks very oily. It looks oily, whereas my Glow Cherie does not look oily. It just makes you look very dewy and glowy, but in a non-oily way. I do think there's definitely a fine line between dewy, glowy, and then just greasy and oily. And I feel like this one, it has its foot in the greasy oily. No, I'd say it has 2 feet in the greasy oily. So I don't really think this would work as an all over, just a an all over face product. You know, if you just wanted to pop one like I do with my liquid illuminator, I don't think you could just wear it as like, oh, this is me today, a base. And it feels kind of heavy and it feels kind of greasy. And I definitely just feel like it is definitely going to break me out. I just don't remember the other shade being quite as oily or greasy. But it was ages ago when I used it. It was like long before I found the Glow Cherie by L'Oreal. So maybe at the time I was just like, oh yeah, this is great. But now I've tried the Glow Cherie and I've fallen madly and deeply in love with it. I'm just a bit more judgmental and picky about my liquid illuminators. I wouldn't say I don't recommend it, but I wouldn't say I recommend it. I'd say I don't recommend it. Okay, I'm going to get off the fence. I would recommend Glow Cherie by L'Oreal. I would. And it's only a couple of pounds more expensive. So anyway, right, so guys, next we're going to go in with the foundation. I always get a little bit kind of nervous when I'm trying foundations from AliExpress just because I kind of don't trust them. And I'm very picky about what I put on my skin. I know you're probably there going, what, really? Really, like so picky. I've never really had like that many foundations from AliExpress work for me. Maybe like a couple. The shade is always wrong. That's the problem. Shade is always wrong. But anyway, I'm going to keep an open mind. We are going to just put a little bit on my hand. Oh, do you know what? The shade's not looking that bad. I mean, it's quite beige toned. And I think I can see like, yeah, it's quite beige. It's quite neutral. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's not bad. Like, it's definitely light. An issue that I've had with AliExpress foundations, which is actually an issue I have with any brand's foundations, is I always get a shade that's either too light or too dark. I know that's probably everyone's problem when they're picking a foundation shade. Because what other issue could you have, like, in terms of the shade? Yeah, it's too light, it's too dark. I don't know what other issue you could have. This is actually looking really, really good. And it's a perfect match. And that never happens. Maybe because I was sending out like slightly negative, pessimistic vibes into the world, the foundation said, do you know what? I'm going to show you, girlfriend. I'm going to show you that you should be positive from now on because, do you know what? This looks really good and it's melted into my skin beautifully. It's blended really, really flawlessly and it is a perfect match for me. It may oxidize, of course. Like, it may, don't be changing colour foundation. Like, I've got a feeling this foundation is a bit cheeky. It's going to start oxidizing in a minute. But I don't generally go for high coverage. I like a light coverage these days, honestly. If I was going out somewhere fancy, I would probably go for a medium coverage. But because I don't, like, I'm not bragging here like a humble brag, but I don't really have much to cover up these days. I actually think that, you know, as I'm getting older, my face looks better when I don't wear makeup. I feel like when I wear foundation, all of the things I don't want to emphasize, I emphasized, i.e. pores and fine lines. You know what I mean? It kind of makes me look worse when I wear foundation. If anything, like, do you know what? The tables have turned. I feel more confident when I don't wear foundation as opposed to when I do. Guys, I've completed this side of my face. Look at those fucking pores. Oh my gosh, they are massive. I've not worn like a high coverage foundation in so long. Look at that. Look at those pores, guys. Get a load of that. Wow. Okay. I don't know if this is the foundation that is just like making my pores look really big. Or maybe I've just got extravagantly large pores. I mean, okay, so now that I've completed one side of my face, I just wanted to show you how it's looking and how much difference like it's made. Because over on this side, which is obviously very illuminated, kind of greasy looking, it just looks like but then over on this side, oh my gosh, what a perfect canvas we have to work with, apart from the pores, of course. But I think it looks really nice. I would say it's kind of like a very high medium coverage and it could very easily be built to a full coverage. So it's, yeah, okay, go Fira with your foundation. You go, girlfriend. I'm liking it. Do you know what? It applies beautifully. Do you know what? I think it would definitely be full coverage if you applied it with a brush. It would definitely be full coverage. I can't remember how much this foundation cost because I got it so long ago, but I'll have a little look and I'll let you know. But this is actually looking really, really good, like really good. It's got a bit of a peculiar like smell though, which I'm not really appreciating, but other than that, I think it looks great. Although I do think we've got a little bit of oxidization going on because this side kind of seems a little bit more orange than this side. Do you see that, or is it just me? Okay, so I think that looks really good actually, but do you know what? I've not actually looked close up. So this is usually where it all goes wrong, or when I go outside, and I will show you in natural light in a minute so that you can see what she looks like, because I think you do have to actually look in natural light. Let me just wander over to my window. Let me have a look. Oh my gosh, it looks really good. Because do you know what? A lot of the time, sorry, I know it's very rude of me just like wandering off camera and then just talking away when you can't see me, but I thought unicorn might just keep you company. But you know, a lot of the time when I try like a heavier foundation, I really struggle with how it looks on my chin, because I do get a lot of like, I don't know, I've got a lot of texture on my chin from previous breakouts and things, but this looks really, really good. I mean, my face looks really good. Oh my gosh. It's definitely like a dewy finish. It's totally not matte. It may dry down to matte, but I doubt it. I very much doubt it. So, oh, whoa. Did you see that? I don't know if you, I just got really dizzy all of a sudden. I felt like my chair was moving. Oh my gosh, I'm getting older, guys. This is what happens when you get older. You have funny turns. That was my first official funny turn, and it was on camera. I captured it. I can show my grandkids. Oh yes, look, this is when Granny actually turned and she just started becoming freaky. Wow, I feel a bit strange now. Oh my gosh, that was strange. Anyway, guys, I really like the face. Before I powder my face, I want to go in with the cream blush, because I just feel like if I put powder on and then put cream on top of the powder, it's not going to be very successful. So this is what the product looks like. It has the feel of like, you know, like a lip balm. It's like a solid, but it's kind of like a peachy shade, and I think this is going to be really beautiful. I'm a huge fan of peach, so we're just going to we're going to just tap this on. Oh my gosh, I really like this shade. You know what? I love cream blushes. Like, I love everything about them, the idea of them. I love how natural they look, but I just never have time for it, even though they're easier to use than a powder blush, because with a powder blush, you have to find a clean brush, and I don't know, I just feel like cream products just like are a lot easier generally, but I never use them. I don't know why, because I actually prefer them to powder products. I need to use cream products more, but this is gorgina. Do you know what? I really like that. I'm going to pop some over here. I always struggle with cream blushes, like knowing like exactly like where should I put this. But I think this is the right place. I'll just do a little like T, a little smile. Just blend that in, just gently tapping to blend. Oh my gosh, I really like that, guys. And it is quite subtle, but I think it looks very natural. I'm just going to pop a little bit more on, because I just want to see if I can build it up a little bit. Oh, I'm going to multitask. I'm going to have a bit of my beast whilst I do this. Okay, so guys, that is absolutely gorgeous. And next I am going to try it on the lips as well, because it does claim to be a lip product. I don't think you could use it on your eyes. Oh, that's nice. I really like the shade. Oh my God, like you could literally just pack this in your makeup bag if you were going on holiday, and it'd be like a one-stop shop for everything. Do you know what? It feels really, really nice on the lips. It just feels like a lip balm. Do you know what? I really like this. I think I may have to leave this in my car, and then, you know, if I just like can't be asked to do my makeup in the morning, I can just pop a little bit on as a blush and then use it as a complimentary lip balm too. Oh, this is a big win. And they do make this in loads of different shades as well. They've got like berry red, they've got red, they've got like more of like a orangey coral, they've got pink. So do you know what? This is a massive win. I really love this, and I love the cute little tub as well. I think it is just like, it's just great. I love it, but I definitely will not be using it on my eyelids, because I just feel like it's going to be sticky up there. Whereas, you know, on your cheeks and on your lips, it doesn't really matter. But do you know what? I need to powder this face because it's so oily. So I'm going to just, by the way, the foundation actually feels quite comfortable. My face feels oily because it was feeling oily after applying the liquid illuminator. So I'm not really sure if I'm giving this foundation like a fair go in a way, because like, is my skin feeling oily because of the foundation as well as the illuminator, or is it just the illuminator? I don't know. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to powder my face. And today, no, I'm just going to use some of my Charlotte Tilbury loose powder. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some of this powder. I know, they'll be going crazy. Oh, honey, just let the Sphinx cat's out of the living room because he's just made chicken for him and the boys. And the Sphinx cats, honestly, they're like dogs. You know when dogs just want your food? Oh my gosh, these cats are the same. Guys, right, so I powdered my face. Oh my gosh, my face has not looked this flawless in a long time. I really love this foundation. Do you know what though? I've just had a thought. Like, I hope they're still selling it because it's been so long since I actually bought it. But I will confirm that. Honestly, that would be awful, wouldn't it? If I was going on and on about how much I love this foundation, like, oh yes, I totally recommend. My face has never looked so flawless. I love it. And then if it was discontinued, oh my gosh. Anyway, guys, right, I really like, oh my gosh, I'm loving everything today. Oh my gosh, well done, AliExpress. Like, go you, well done. I just think AliExpress need to release some, and I say AliExpress as like an encompassing like brand, when really I mean like Hand Iron, Beauty Glaze, You Can Be, O2O, Novo, Here's to Beauty, like all of these brands. I want them to be releasing more products. Be like Makeup Revolution and Colourpop. Just keep them coming. Keep them coming for us. Do you know what I mean? But okay, so guys, we're going to finish off today's video with the TA Sun lip product. And honestly, I don't want to take this O2O one off my lips because I'm loving it. Although, oh, I'm getting some little lines there because I think I had a bit of foundation on my lips. I don't know. I'm making excuses. Come on, girlfriend, are you popping up? Come up on the chair, not me. Don't use me as a ladder because I'm already covered. I am covered in scratches. Okay, so I'm just going to wipe my lips there. I don't think I need to say that, did I? In case anyone was thinking, what is she doing? What's going on there? You know what I mean? Oh, my lips are very red now. Don't get me, look at this. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to dry my lips using my top because that's the kind of scruff that I am, honestly. Right, okay, so guys, TA Sun. So as you can see, it's a chunky lip crayon. It's meant to be matte. I don't know what shade this is, but I will, oh, it says 01. It's shade 01, but I'm going to name it Dusky Pink. Okay, so guys, let's do this. I'm a huge fan of like a chunky lip crayon. I like the shade. I like it. I think the shade is really, really nice. I like the finish, although I wouldn't really say this is matte. I'd say it's more like a satin. You know, if I move my lips, you can definitely see a sheen, which I actually like. I'm so over matte finish lip products. I just think they accentuate the lines on your lips, and no, I don't really want that. Life's too short to have like an overly drying lip product. No, we all deserve better. Anyway, guys, like that actually brings us to the end of the video because we've tried everything. But do you know what? I would say this is a very successful video. Oh, by the way, I just wanted to say, like, I know a lot of the time I will do all-day wear tests when I try a foundation, but I've unfortunately not scheduled or timed this video very well indeed, and it's quite late. I'm not going to be able to do an all-day wear test, but I'll keep it on for just a few hours and I'll give you an update. But I just wanted to update you on the other products before I go. So the Pick Me, you know, I would pick this any day. I think it's brilliant and I would definitely recommend. It was like a couple of pounds and it's great. And I know I was taking the piss saying, well, it's claiming to do too much, like, oh, I can do everything. I can come and, you know, hoover your stairs and clean your car if you want. But no, I actually really like it. It's great. So I love this and I'm going to put that in my car and I will be using it all the time. So I didn't like the liquid illuminator as much as I remembered I liked it. Unfortunately, due to the fact that it just looked really greasy and it felt really greasy. And, you know, I'm in a long-term committed relationship with the Glow Cherie. I'm not going to be using this again and I probably wouldn't recommend because I only want to recommend the best, and the best is the Glow Cherie by L'Oreal. You can get it on Amazon, by the way. I don't know if you can get it on Amazon if you're not in the UK, but oh well, that's your problem. You know what I mean? I'm just joking. I'm joking. I am joking, of course. Oh, the lip product, yeah, I like it. I think it's nice. Do I think it's anything special and you need to get it. I was about to say rush out and buy it. AliExpress is online. No one's rushing out to buy anything these days. But yeah, I wouldn't really say it's anything special unless you really like the shade, which I don't really like it. It's okay. It's okay. I probably won't ever wear this again, honestly. So, yeah, I would not really recommend. But, I mean, it feels nice. It went on nicely. But I've got a feeling it won't last that well. So, for me, this is a no, don't recommend. Don't recommend. Okay, so, guys, I'm going to go now. But I'll be back in a minute and I will show you a little bit of like an update in a couple of hours for the foundation. Okay, so I'm back. It's actually been 2.5 hours. So, I ended up not washing my face for a bit longer, but I have to say the temptation was definitely there to wash my face so much because my face feels so incredibly oily, and I'm not blaming the foundation for this at all because it felt oily before I put the foundation on. I am 100% blaming the illuminator. Yeah, my face just feels rather like uncomfortable, and I feel like I can feel spots forming, like they're having a little party. They're like, oh my gosh, this is the perfect environment to grow. You know, we've discussed the illuminator. I just wanted to give you an update on the foundation. I will show you a few shots now of me just like it's stood in front of the window so that you can actually see a real like view of what the foundation looks like. I'm not using any like artificial lighting here. I just use, I am in front of a window now, but I'm going to show you what I look like actually like nose pressed up to the window, just so that you can get a true look at the foundation, if that makes sense, because things sometimes don't look as they do in real life on camera. I don't know. Anyway, guys, ultimately I would say I really like the foundation. It is a really nice coverage, medium coverage, could easily be built to high coverage. The shade for me is perfect. I know that doesn't really help you much because, you know, what are the chances of us being exactly the same shade? But just to confirm, I got the shade Nude, which is a 102. And I do think that this is the lightest shade. They had 5 or 6 shades, unfortunately, as is typical of foundations from AliExpress. They do not have an extensive shade range at all. So there's going to be a lot of people who will not be able to find their right shade, which is a real shame. It does like the foundation. It's a lovely dewy finish. It's definitely not matte. It's definitely not velvet, I wouldn't say. The thing is though, the thing that we have to keep in mind as well is I made this silly decision to put the illuminator on underneath, which I think that's very glowy. So maybe the oiliness and the glowiness of the illuminator is having an impact on the finish of the foundation, making the foundation look more dewy, whereas otherwise it could be more matte. These are all questions that I wish I could answer, but I can't. But what I will say is the foundation seems really, really good quality. It's got SPF 25 in it. Just based off this first impression, I really love it. And I very rarely like a foundation, like whether it's from AliExpress or from NARS or some other like well-known brand. I'm so picky with my foundations. So for this to be like, you know, one that I like, oh my gosh, that's great. Anyway, I'm going to go now, but I really hope you've enjoyed the video. I would definitely recommend that you need to go pick up one of these. Is it Pick Me? Pick her. Like, it's a really, really good product. I know I've fallen in love a bit with it today, but yeah, I really love that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go now. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.